Hello, everyone. Today we're talking to Adam Śliwiński, the CEO of Total Fitness, about the winning sales strategy, how to successfully run 14 mid-market clubs. Hi, Adam.
Hi, David. Nice to see you.
Yeah, Adam, great to have you on the show. I'm really looking into the Total Fitness journey and how you are growing the business. But let's start from the beginning. If you could just introduce yourself and tell us a bit more how you ended up in the fitness industry.
Yeah, I joined the fitness industry 11 years ago in 2011 by coincidence. At that time, I just left the retail industry. We sold the company to another investor, so I had the opportunity to take a sabbatical, which I did. And being on holidays, I watched on TV the boxing fight between the heavyweight world champion Witaly Klitschko and the Polish pretender Tomasz Adamek. And the fight took place in Wrocław. And I've seen on the television massive McFit commercials and advertisements. And I wondered whether these guys of McFit planned to enter the Polish fitness market. The day after, I did some research, and it turned out that they actually did plan to enter the Polish market. So I got in touch with them, got interviewed, and got the job. So I joined McFit late 2011, was responsible for rolling out McFit in Poland, which I did. Yeah, and several years further down the road, I decided to leave McFit to join Total Fitness. At that time, a smaller fitness club operator, which grew over time, of course. And the latest change was November last year, when Total Fitness has been taken over by Benefit Systems, the biggest fitness club operator here in Poland. So that's my long story put short.
Adam, yeah, can you briefly tell us about Total Fitness? And we know that you have, from the title, that you have 14 clubs, and it's a mid-market segment. What's your strategic advantage, Adam? What's your market segment?
Yeah, as you told, we are mid-market operators. That's a segment we are in, and we have 14 clubs as of today. But we developed 2 hubs, so we are not spread all over the place. We developed 2 hubs. The major one is Warsaw, the capital city of Poland, including all the suburban areas. And here we have 10 clubs up and running. And the second hub is Gdańsk, where we have 3 clubs. And the clubs are of different size, some smaller, some bigger. Our sweet spot is 1,400 square meters. That's a footprint. And the product, it's a classic mid-market product mix. And the clubs are all located in residential areas or very close to them. None of our clubs is inside office buildings or shopping centers. So that's very specific. And that allows us to have lease agreements with low rent levels. So yeah, that's a big advantage in terms of rentability. But these things, that's a setup. That's all is done and fixed, so you can do nothing about it actually. So strategy-wise, we therefore focus primarily on sales and on the quality of customer service. And with customer service, I mean in-person customer service. And that's what differentiates us from other brands in the market.
Adam, yeah, so Total Fitness is mainly operating in Warsaw, as you mentioned, which is a very competitive market. And you are doing very, very well. What's your secret sauce?
Yeah, what's the secret sauce? Yeah, we have to look at the market specifics, the local ones. As you said, Warsaw is very competitive. Every place is very competitive. If you ask other operators, everybody will tell you that they act in competitive market. And if we look at Warsaw, the specific thing about Warsaw is that we have roughly 100 plus mid-market clubs spread over the city and the suburban areas. And we have only 10, I counted 10 low-cost operators. So that means that the revolution either did not take place or cannot take place here in Warsaw, because also there is a very specific price situation. There is non-significant price difference between low-cost operators and the mid-market operators, so that the price advantage just doesn't materialize for them. So that's a situation, and our strength in this competitive market is sales and customer service, and it has always been that way. And somewhere along the way, because the company started in 2011 with its first clubs, and somewhere along the way, the company decided to target a certain customer segment, a certain customer group, which is people 35 and older. And what's very specific about those people is that I think they don't wanna, or let me tell it a different way. Those are people who do not want to lift weights in the first place. Those people want to lift their moods after work. And that's a very specific type of customer. And we try to target them, and I think quite successfully.
Can you tell us one more time? So they don't want to lift weights, but they want to lift their mood, yeah?
Yeah, in the first place, of course, people enter clubs to do physical activity. They want to do some cardio stuff, high intensity training, attend group fitness classes, all this. That's for sure. But from our research, we know that those people primarily want to have good time. They want to lift their moods after work. They want to feel good and feel joy about every progress they make. It's not about, let's say, catwalk. It's not about being on the catwalk, making pics for social media purposes. Not at all.
Adam, how are you targeting? How you're bringing those people into the club? This 35.
I mean, let me first when people show up at Total Fitness, and if you're 35 or older, then you see lookalikes. And there is an English saying which goes like that: birds of a feather flock together. And if you are 35 and you enter Total Fitness and you see lookalikes, and you don't see these teens, what I mentioned on catwalk and those stuff, and people want to feel good and have fun, so that they become interested. But then we have to do, of course, very specific things like exceptional in-person customer service, which is very important for this customer group, but also convenience. I told a little bit about the product, but also convenience very much matters for those people after work, especially. It means convenience means easy access, either by car. So we have a lot of parking place at the club. It's easy access by bike or by public transport. And convenience means also when those people arrive, they want to find comfortable and clean changing rooms and spacious showers after the workout. And yeah, that's what really matters. The product mix is more or less industry standard. So as I told you, we have free weights area, functional training area, group classes. There are high intensity training possibilities. You have cardio area. Everything which is inside a standard mid-market club is in place. But here, convenience also very much matters for those people. And we do not have to reinvent the wheel in terms of the product. We have only to avoid frictions. And so people like the place in the first place and like the people who are around.
Adam, how we go about reducing friction? Because for many, it will be some vague term, reduce friction. What does that mean for you? Like, can you give us some example?
I will elaborate a little bit more about that. And let me start with a philosophical remark. I mean, ideas are cheap, yeah. Concepts are cheap. Consulting bullshit is cheap. But what really matters is execution. And that's our strategy. And we are in a service industry. I've been in a service industry before, and I'm in a service industry right now. And many say fitness business is people fitness, and it really is. Also in case of Total Fitness, where we have in-person customer service put on the first place. So it's all about staff training and staff accountability. If you have in-person service like we have, then we have plenty of touching points with your customers, and there you have to avoid the frictions, because the touching points that take place inside the club when people show up, or over the phone if you take over a lead which you got over the internet, for instance. When you talk to people in the neighborhood, because one of our philosophies is also own your neighborhood. So our managers, our staff, they know the neighborhood, they know what people are working there and living there. And you have plenty of such touching points where there might be some frictions, and you have to avoid them. And we have every single in-person touch point designed based on empirics, based on what we experience, what we know. We have very detailed instructions and scripts for how to, for instance, welcome customers, so they feel really well when they just enter the club. Or we have instructions and scripts for how to sell water, and how to ask for referrals when customers refer other customers. We know how to sell personal training. We have also instructions and scripts for that. What to say on the phone when people call you, or when we have outbound marketing campaigns. We know how to sign memberships because it's also very, very well designed, and we sell long-term membership, which isn't that easy, but it's manageable, and that's our focus. And we have scripts how to resolve even different issues, also difficult ones like debt collections. So I think we know what works, and for this reason we run regular training sessions for club managers and key staff which works in the club. So everybody knows what works, how it works, and why it works. Just yesterday we had a big because the regular trainings that take place bi-monthly, so twice a month, people show up at the headquarters and we have training sessions. So just yesterday 50 people were attending a sales training, and then you feel the energy, you feel the attitude. The people are sales driven, they are customer service driven. You feel the commitment, you feel the accountability, and that allows us to execute, not just do some funny things on paper, do some concepts, talk about ideas, maybe with consultants and all this kind of bullshit, but to execute and be best in terms of sales and of customer service. And the last remark, that's not a copyrighted stuff. I'm not talking about some copyrighted stuff we do. We just do nice and decent execution. That's all.
So this is one of the secret sauces, the ingredients. The one that you have. Okay, you have the strategy. Then you designed like a workflow, and then you design a script. But then you really are focusing on execution. So
yeah, that's right.
So you're meeting with all this stuff. You have dedicated sales staff, or this is all also reception is also working as a salespeople? How does it work?
People have to face different roles. So there are not people specialized in sales and other people specialized in training support, or other people specialized in whatever, or people specialized for outbound telephone marketing activities. No. Everybody working in the club has to be able to put different hats onto the hat. If you're in a sales process, you have to do it right. If you are in a customer service process, you have to do it right. If you're in debt collection process or whatever process, so people have to be trained to be able to play different roles depending on the circumstances.
50 people, one place. Sounds awesome.
If you run 14 clubs and you have 5-6 person per club on payroll for these kind of roles, 50 people is roughly 2/3 of the staff. So it also shows you the commitment of our people to join on a regular basis training sessions, to refresh the experience, to refresh the concepts, the scripts, the instructions. So it shows that really our people care, about their skills and capabilities.
How do you make sure that your people are committed? Because you're training every 2 weeks, that there's scripts, you have to learn them, train on those. How you make sure that the people are, and actually using the script and talking to the people?
Yeah, let me start again with the philosophical remark. When you hire people and new people, they are usually highly motivated. What you have to do to keep their motivation high, and if we help those people to perform in job, including like we offer all the training sessions, and we have best-in-class salespeople who train our staff, those people keep their motivation level and they feel that the Total Fitness cares about their skills and abilities so they can perform on the job. And of course, we have some bonus schemes which provide additional motivation for people if they do a good job. So I look in a holistic way. So you start from the beginning. If you hire good people and keep them motivated, give them tools and solutions, they will do quite a decent job.
It's very important. Adam, so you said that your key, one of the advantages is that you are customer centric. Customer support and help is very important. You are doing most of your sales at the club, in the club. Can we just focus right now on actually the sales activities? How are you bringing people into the club?
Mm-hmm. We focus on two sources of new members. The first one is the referrals. If you have happy customers, and if you know how to use the customer touch point to ask for referrals, then you will get referrals. And usually happy customers, they don't refer people which are by coincidence they refer family members or friends of which they are almost certain that they also are going to like the place where they do their workouts. So we focus in club on that. And as I told you, we have this designed processes for these touch points, so we know that we receive these referrals. And once we have them, we can put them into another process, which is outbound telephone marketing. And we call those people, invite them to the club. When another process follows, which is the sales process, where we provide an overview what the club is all about, what is the community all about, how is the product, how does it look like, what is the value of personal training, what is the value of group fitness classes. So that's one source. The other source of new members is the online marketing campaigns and classic lead management, what we do. Either it's social media like Facebook or Instagram, or search engine marketing like on Google or wherever. So we try to generate and collect leads, which we then follow up again with outbound telephone marketing campaigns to follow up. And again, invite those people into the club, and then the sales process starts again. And that's quite successful because we are with both methods, we target our group. If you ask for referrals, if I would ask somebody who is 40 years old, we get a referral, we get data to somebody who is of almost the same age. And online, we try to also target those audience which fits our target group. So we do not target teens on the internet or people who maybe like other clubs than Total Fitness. And that's, I think, very, very successful what we do. And because the DNA of Total Fitness has always been on sales and customer service, it has always been a sales-driven company. That's what we put focus on. And so we are sure that the churn, which every company has in our business, the natural churn of campus customers, does not kill the company, but you have always a fresh stream of new members who decide to join Total Fitness.
Adam, can you give us a breakdown? How many new members you're getting from referrals? How many new members you're getting from online activities? And previously when we spoke, you also mentioned that you have some offline activities where you're also bringing new leads.
Roughly, so I don't want to say about the concrete numbers, but in percentage, if we have, let's say, 1,000 new members, so roughly half of them, the source is the referrals. So leads which have been referred by other customers, they turn into customers, and that's roughly 50% of the new members we acquire. No matter if it's high season, low season, it's the proportion is the same. And the other 50%, it's the majority of them, let's say 1/3 is online marketing, and the remaining is own your neighborhood activity. So our staff goes into the neighborhood, talks to people, visit the companies which are around to make some promotion, local promotion campaigns, and that's adds up.
50% for referrals. It means that you're really doing a great job there. Adam, you mentioned that there's different touch points that where you try to engage with the members and ask them for referral. I'm not sure if you're able to share, at least one example how that touch point looks like. I'm not sure. I come to the reception because I want to buy water, and you say, "Hey, okay, maybe this is your water, and maybe you can recommend someone." How do you?
Yeah, but. I'm very bad at talking about examples because I'm not sitting as a sales front, so I wouldn't do it in a very authentic manner. What I would recommend to you is, David, just show up at a Total Fitness Club and feel and look for yourself, because then you are in a role of a customer or maybe a prospect customer, so you can feel how it works, and then you face people who are absolute experts. Yeah, I'm a CEO. I have no clue about all the details and the frictions which can take place. You have to talk to the experts just to feel for yourself what I mean about a sales-driven, a customer service-driven company.
Honest enough.
I'm a CEO sitting in the headquarters. Yeah, I know how it should, but it's rather an academic point of view I have. You have to talk and look what the practitioners do, how they execute.
I accept that answer, and need to invite our listeners and viewers to visit Total Fitness Clubs to see for yourself how they're managing and interacting with members. As Adam, another thing that I focus. So one thing is that, okay, you collect the referrals, but it's not in a way that, okay, here is, for example, free pass. You can give it away to your colleagues and to your family members. As I heard from you, it's the other way around. So you try to collect the data from the members, and you're actively calling them. So it's
that's the main process. But of course, we also give away free tickets. But it's a campaign-driven tactic. For instance, we did it recently in one of our clubs. We wanted to raise two things. We wanted to raise the attendance at the group fitness classes, and we wanted to raise the sales result. So what we did is we asked our fitness instructors to help us. So they did a group fitness class, and they asked, do you have some family members around, or friends, colleagues, relatives, which might also be very happy to join such a fitness class like you do? And then we distribute such one-day passes, so the people, they show up not only in the club, but on a certain day for a certain purpose, joining a group fitness class. And then those new people, they can be again, in a touch point, they can be, let's say, put into the sales process. So we again can turn these prospects into members. So it depends on the tactic, on the circumstances, and on the needs.
Mm-hmm. Adam, can you walk us? So, okay, you managed to get the leads, or you managed to get the people inside the club. So right now they're in this separate process, the sales process. Can you walk us through, how the sales process on a high level, how it looks like, what are the steps till you then finally, offer the memberships and then, ask for the yes decision?
Yeah, it's as I said, maybe I didn't say that we don't have e-commerce online sales process, because maybe that will follow, but we are convinced, and if you have in-person contact, then it is easier for you to respond directly to objections people have, or target certain requirements they have, or maybe propose something which you feel might be good for the person. And we are in the sales process, when people, the potential new members, if they show up in the club, because we have invited them on the phone, when they're in the club and they face our salesperson, then you have a conversation. It's not about just presenting the club, here is this, here is that, and the price is this, and decide or not. It's a dialogue. You have to feel the person. You have to have the same energetic level. So also we train our people, which are rather young or younger than our target group, to behave like the target group, show empathy, try to understand, and speak the same language, also the body language. And all these kind of things are very important in the sales process. So people, they feel they make a good decision at the end of the day. And as I said, the people have different goals. Some will lose weight, then the others want to sculpt the bodies, and others will perform better. There are different objections, but I think in the first place, people, and that stems from our empirical experience, people want to feel good. When they're done with the job, they want to go into a place where they feel good. They are surrounded by people which are happy and customer oriented, and then they do their workouts and the stuff. So it's as I said maybe 15 minutes ago, fitness business is people business, and you can be successful in the sales process if you feel your customer, if there is a dialogue, if you understand, and that's how it works. Again, no copyrighted stuff.
Many times, if you talk to some people, they would say that talking to salespeople, people don't like it, but you are showing that actually, if you make it right, actually you are helpful to the people. You are helping them to make the decision if they would like to use the Total Fitness facility. I talked with one of your sales trainer, and it was very eloquent discussion. So there was no any forceful tactics, but normal conversation, and trying to understand, what's your needs and how we can address those needs within the Total Fitness facility and the offering you provide. So this was it was quite inspiring and important also to know and to see, especially that right nowadays everyone is talking about going online, digital offering and online sales and automation, etc. But you're still showing that and proving that it's people business, that this aspect and customer support for many target groups or a big chunk of a target group, it's very, very important. Adam, I have a last question to you about hiring new sales staff. What are you looking into when you're hiring new people to Total Fitness? So you said that, okay, at the beginning they have high energy, and it's important for you to keep that energy high. But is there any traits that you're looking to when hiring new people to drive and execute?
No, there is no precise profile. We look for people who are rather extrovert and don't shy people, and have open heads to learn new things, and maybe to say what I have done before was not that good, and here at Total Fitness they have some recipes how to do it better. And just an example, today before we connected here on the internet, I went to a drugstore just around the corner because I have to pick up some stuff. And then I see what makes a difference between the drugstore on the corner and Total Fitness, because there is a mechanical, at the drugstore is a mechanical interaction. Yeah, they replay things which they have to say, some more soap, maybe something for the shower, and they really don't care what the answer is, because the answer is usually no. And we need people who break these rules. They started normal conversation. Of course, as I said, we have these scripts, designed instructions, because we know how to and in what directions the dialogue should go with the customer. But the customer cannot feel that's a mechanical thing, because that's not authentic. And those kind of salespeople people don't like. I also don't like the people at the drugstore. Therefore, I go to the self-service counter, because I don't like these mechanical salespeople. I don't like them at all. And if I would have to face a decision, if I would go, for instance, to a competitor's fitness club and I would like to join the club, I would like to talk to salespeople which are authentic, which convince me why it's good for me to be here, and not just to, let's say, replay what they have on the mechanical list to say.
Excellent, Adam. Okay, we will leave it on that one. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Before we leave, tell the listeners where they can look you up, where they can find you online and get in touch.
Okay, they can be find, of course, in the physical places, like Total Fitness, but online, I think LinkedIn profile is the best place to connect with me and to learn about things which I care about.
Awesome, Adam. Thanks so much.
Thank you, David.